You're on a dark road, miles from anywhere, and your car suddenly dies. This scenario is far more dangerous than you think. Nearly half of all fatal UK road collisions happen at night. This isn't just a number. 1 in 5 UK drivers has felt genuinely in danger during a nighttime breakdown. The core problem is visibility. In the dark, you and your vehicle can become nearly invisible to fast-approaching traffic. Today, we'll show why standard measures fail and reveal the safety gear professionals use to guarantee they are seen. So, just how widespread is this anxiety about breaking down after dark? It's incredibly common. 38% of all UK drivers report feeling unsafe if their vehicle breaks down after dark. That number skyrockets in the most dangerous places. On motorways or unlit rural roads, over half of drivers feel unsafe. They're top worries. Being stranded alone is number 1, but poor visibility for other drivers is a very close second at 49%. The first thing we all do is turn on our hazard lights. The highway code says this is to warn others you're obstructing traffic. But in the pitch black on a 70-minute road, are those flashing amber lights really enough to prevent a catastrophe? Here's the problem. Hazard lights signal trouble, but they give poor information about distance and closing speed. The highway code says use headlights when you can't see for 100 meters. At 70 minutes, that gives a driver just over 3 seconds to react. This is why getting out of your car is so risky. Without high-visibility clothing, a person on the road at night is practically invisible. A high-vis jacket is a non-negotiable part of any kit. However, it only protects you and relies on another car's headlights to work. So the answer is no. Standard hazard lights and personal high-vis vests have critical limitations in the worst-case scenarios. This is why breakdown professionals and police are equipped with something better. They use active, high-intensity lighting. Modern emergency LED road lights are powerful, reusable safety devices. Their number 1 job is to be seen. Many use super bright LEDs that are visible for up to 1 mile. That's 16 times the distance of hazard lights. They're also built for the roadside. Most are crush-proof and waterproof, with strong magnets to attach them high on your vehicle. They're more than just a light. Many have multiple modes, including an SOS signal and a bright white flashlight function. These devices create a safety zone of light around your vehicle. But is the risk the same for every driver in every situation? The feeling of vulnerability isn't evenly distributed, especially when it comes to gender. On unlit minor roads, a staggering 69% of women feel unsafe compared to 53% of men. The gap is almost as large in rural areas. This is compounded by a fear of strangers approaching the vehicle, a concern for 45% of women versus 27% of men. But the most terrifying scenario for any driver is breaking down on a motorway and not being able to reach the hard shoulder. Official advice is stark. Stay in your car, keep your seatbelt on, put your hazards on, and call 9999 immediately. Let's bring this all together. Remember that fact from the beginning? That half of fatal accidents happen at night. We also saw that poor visibility is one of the top fears for drivers who break down, right behind being alone. When you combine the danger of night driving with the severe limitations of standard hazard lights, you see the critical gap in our safety. Therefore, upgrading to active, long-range lighting isn't a luxury. It is the single most effective step to close that safety gap. A nighttime breakdown is one of the most stressful and dangerous situations a UK motorist can face. But being prepared transforms that fear into a feeling of control. You can't prevent every breakdown, but you can control your visibility. A kit containing a high-vis jacket, a torch, and a set of modern LED safety flares is a small investment for an enormous gain in safety. Don't wait until you're stranded on a dark road to think about it. Check your boot this weekend. What's in your breakdown kit?